for the debrief, the most exciting part. First thing we need to talk about is the first 5 seconds right in the beginning, because as I said earlier, if you don't get that part right, they're not going to give you an opportunity to carry on the conversation, right? It's just like when if you're looking to buy something, right, and let's say you walk into a store and you're thinking, all right, like this store doesn't really look like what I want to buy. It's that first impression, and you just leave the store, right? Yeah. So what we talked about is what's important in the first 5 seconds, right? So first one is the smiling, right? You want to smile. Second one is the enthusiasm. So you want to come across as you're very high on life, right? Because I know when I choose my friends, I choose the ones that are quite positive, quite enthusiastic about just in life, because I don't want someone that kind of takes the energy away, you know? And you're the same. Everyone is the same. No one likes a negative person. And the girl doesn't know you, right? So that first few seconds, she will say, okay, so this guy is not enthusiastic, he's not very excited. That means he's always like that, which is not true, you know? So that's the reason enthusiasm is so important. And then the third one is the eye contact, right? You want to have very good eye contact. Obviously, we're going to take a step at a time, because what happens is if you concentrate on all of them, it's like impossible. You know what I mean? So the eye contact is very important. So make sure you have good eye contact. Actually, what we say is when you do the runaround, you need to have at least 1 to 2 seconds of eye contact before you say anything. Do you remember that girl you approached off the alleyway? You know, we were joking about the alleyway. And what happened is you came in, a bit of hesitation, no eye contact. You had 0 eye contact before you said anything. Right, so that's the other point I was going to say. So obviously the eye contact is important, but more important than that is decisiveness, right? When you go in with a lot of authority, a lot of decisiveness, it shows that you're a high value person, right? It's someone she wants to listen to, right? Again, going back to the analogy of us, maybe we're being approached. Let's say we want to go to a bar. We've been approached by promoters. The guy approaches us, right, with extreme enthusiasm, extreme authority, extreme decisiveness. And what happens is we feel like he knows where the best bar around here is, right? Even though he might not. But when he's coming across with like so much decisiveness, it kind of comforts us, as in, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, right? And the girl feels the same, even more than us, because girls, they go more with that decisiveness and authority more than guys do, right? So that's that. And then now talking about each individual approach, the one with the Manchester one, I feel like that one could have gone much, much better than it did. And it was really good because you got the number anyway, right? But you could have gone on an instant date with her. Obviously, this is your second proper session, and so there's no like pressure of you know, doing an alleyway bounce back. Not that I recommend doing that. Yeah, so it was good because your approach was actually really good, very smooth, you know, very natural. Hey, I just had to say, you know, you said something about you look very happy or something. The vibe, yeah. It was that wild thing or something like that. It was quite good. And then after that, what I would have liked you to do is to do a bit more attraction material. The stuff we talked about is like teasing, you know, challenging, pushing her away. That this is the stuff that once we get this first 5 seconds sorted, then after that, that's when the attraction stuff comes in. Right. So this is where, let's say, I approach a girl, right? I'm not her type. And we talk, and then I become her type. That's what the attraction is, right? So a girl might not like you in the beginning, or might be like kind of into you, but not like, but then you change that to she becomes attracted to you. And that's what the attraction material does, right? So it's very powerful, and it's the hardest part of game. Attraction material is the hardest part of game to kind of master, right? Because it's an emotional experience. It's not logical. Going back to the second really hot girl approach you did, the one in Carnaby. So with that one, as you said, it was a logical conversation. Even though she was into it, she was into the interaction, right? But it was more logical. So that kind of conversation is not going to get her attracted to you. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do after 5 minutes. Not in the beginning, right? But still really good. I mean, a girl like that, right? No guy would ever approach her without alcohol. I can guarantee that. Or even if they do, it will be like the lamest approach ever, Whereas you went in, you were quite confident, even though you said, it was a bit nerve-wracking. But when I was listening, I didn't feel like, okay, this guy is super nervous. It didn't feel like that. It's only the ending when you left. That was the part you got a bit nervous, wasn't it? So so really good stuff. And this is a slow process, isn't it? It's a slow process. Every week, you will improve a bit by bit, and then after a couple of weeks, before you know it, you're on a date with a girl like that. Right now, she makes you thinking, oh wow, she's so hot and stuff like that. In a couple of weeks, you're just on a date with her, and it's just like a normal thing for you. Yeah. So the main takeaway from today is when you run out of things to say, you use the line, another thing I noticed about you, or what I noticed about you is, and then you make an assumption based on either the ethnic background, the kind of like physical attributes. Like the one I like to use is, I noticed you have a really nice physique. You must do the gym, or you could even say you must do the squats to make it more sexual, right? And this is good for a girl that has a nice package, like that one did, right? So you could say, if you say, trust me, this one, when you say, oh, you must do squats, it really sexualizes the conversation. So you're going down this route kind of like, oh, so property, I'm looking for some properties, and then suddenly now it's kind of like sexual.
That would be weird, yeah.
No, it wouldn't. It'll be good.
Okay.
Because it's like very logical, and now you hit it with a spike. Right? Obviously, you don't want to. If you do like a weird, oh, you have a nice butt or something, that's not good.
That's if you've been talking about it too long. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just it's a natural way to spike up the conversation, right? Yeah, so you do that, and then other than that, we said just to have like more fun in the beginning. Obviously, it's not easy. When the girl's hot and but fun is the number one value in an interaction. So if you can have more fun, so remember what you said is how you feel transfers onto the girl. So if you enjoy yourself having fun, joking around, what we said, when she asks you what you do and you turn around and say, oh, I'm a babysitter, right? That's quite fun for you, isn't it? Because you're gonna like kind of crack up. And then that's going to transfer onto her, and she's going to feel like, oh, this guy's not really, like, how do you put it? He's not really about the outcome, which most guys are.
Right.
Imagine a guy approaching a super hot girl. They're not really going to be able to have that much fun, right?
They qualify themselves.
Exactly. Qualify themselves. I have this car, I have this house. And you're going to do the opposite, like cocky, funny, disqualify yourself. And so in the future weeks, that's what we're going to be working on. And man, really good stuff today, especially the 2 hot girls. Exceptionally good stuff. You got one of the number, so hopefully.
More to come.
Yeah, more to come, man. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Good stuff.